everyone, welcome back. It's me, Mary, and I've been seeing this trend go around where people take their favorite childhood characters and turn them into magical girls. And I thought this looked super fun, and so while trying to think of a character to do for this challenge, I immediately thought of Dora the Explorer because when I was a kid, she was my favorite character of all time, so I thought it would be super fun to draw her as a magical girl. So the footage you're looking at now is concept art for the drawing. So on the left you have normal Dora, and on the right you have magical girl Dora. And then here I did a traditional sketch for my digital drawing because I prefer to sketch traditionally rather than digitally because I have more control over my pencil and I feel more comfortable with it. Let's talk about the character design now. So I went to Pinterest and I immediately started looking up magical girl pictures and dresses and outfits to see what I'd be working with to make Dora look like a magical girl. And I saw that most of the time they have really poofy dresses, lace, pink, sparkles, bows, frilly stuff, girly stuff, you know, very pretty. And they usually have really long, flowing, beautiful hair. And then I came in with a problem. Dora has short hair. And I saw that some character designs have it where when they're in their normal, everyday form, they have their short hair, but then when they turn into a magical girl, it goes long and flowy and beautiful. But I kind of felt like that wouldn't stay true to Dora's original design because I want people to recognize her immediately when they see Dora as a magical girl. You know, the short hair comes to mind, right? And then I also thought, well, they made that show a while back of Dora when she's a little bit older and her hair goes to her waist. And that would have been perfect. But again, I wanted to go back to the original design because I really wanted people to recognize her as soon as they see her. So, yeah. And I also had this idea, so I gave her a bow on the top of her hair because it looked a little bland up there. It was just kind of, you know, everything was going on at the bottom of the drawing, and then the top was just kind of like, there's nothing there. And so I'm like, okay, I'll add a bow. And then I wanted to add more interest to the drawing, so I added the ribbon around her, kind of like it's a magical bow almost, so she could probably use it like a lasso, and I thought that was a really cute idea. So, yeah, I am really happy with how her design turned out. I brought in a color reference for Dora, so I brought in a picture of Dora and I started color picking colors, but I didn't want to just color pick it and add it to the drawing, so I would change the color a little bit just to kind of fit the more pastel theme I was going for. And, yeah, so Dora has yellow socks, and I wanted to add more yellow to her design. So I made the bow yellow to match her socks, and I also made the belt yellow. So let's kind of talk about how I think the story would go for Dora. So if she was a magical girl, I feel like her story, the characters are animals. If you've never watched Dora, it's about this Spanish 8-year-old who teaches you how to speak Spanish and goes on adventures with her friend named Boots, who's a monkey and wears boots. Surprise there. And, you know, she meets all of these animal friends. There was a king in one episode who would sing, I'm the king, I'm the king, I'm the kingy king king. Yeah, I actually sat back and watched Dora recently just to see what I saw in it as a kid. I cringed so hard and laughed because I'm like, what is this? But anyway, so, yeah. So that's the story of Dora. She goes around, teaches you Spanish, and also looks at you with a dead stare like, do you know where the water is? Yes, Dora, it's behind you. You should turn around. But anyway, I will, you know. So I was trying to think, well, what would magical girl Dora be like? Would she be kind of like word girl? You know, would she be like, would she still look into the camera? Would that be the show? Or would she be more like she doesn't know you're there kind of thing? I think I'd prefer if she didn't know I was there and if it was just a normal story where she's interacting with people, you know? So, yeah, that's what we're gonna pretend that is gonna be. So I had two different thoughts for how the story would turn out. It's either the characters are still going to be animals, and so you have Dora interacting with animals who talk, you know, or the animals are turned into humans, which is definitely the more fun version because that means all the stories you had were, like, all the characters you have would be turned into people. And so you get to imagine the animals as people. So I think the cow's name was Barney? Was it? I can't remember. Was it? I don't know. Okay, well, it's something. So he, like, his color scheme is blue. So he'd look like a, you know, he'd wear blue, right? And then Boots, I feel like Boots is younger than Dora. I don't know. Do you guys think Boots is younger than Dora, or do you think, like, Boots is just shorter than her, but they're, like, the same age? I don't really know. I feel like he'd be blonde. Do you guys want me to design a human version of Boots? Because I would so do it. That'd be so fun. I can already picture it now. Yeah. Let's see. And just, I feel like it'd be really fun. Swiper would be fun to design. I feel like Swiper would be the main villain of the story, and he's trying to, like, steal something from Dora, like he does in every episode. You know, Swiper.
No swiping, Swiper no swiping. Ah, man!
Okay, I'm sorry you had to witness that. So, yeah, I feel like he would be the main villain, and I think a human version of Swiper would be really, really funny, and also cool. I have this, like, really, like, shadowy design, so, like, he has the mask, and he's just, like, I don't know, like that classic anime villain who's also kind of funny. Think Pokemon, right? With the villains from Pokemon. I'm kind of picturing that for Swiper, and I think that'd be super cool. So yeah, here I'm highlighting Dora's hair, and honestly, I love how I highlighted her hair. I usually have, like, a really hard time highlighting hair digitally, but it looks so pretty. I just think it turned out, like, really well, and the colors just look so good, and I'm just really proud of it, if you couldn't tell. And I also use softer shading for this piece. I usually just do cell shading for my digital pieces because I'm a wimp, and I don't want to do soft shading because I'm afraid it'll look bad. But I probably spent maybe, like, an hour on this piece, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. And I think it looks so pretty. Just, like, the soft shading is just gorgeous to me. And I just really, really like it. So yeah. And with her original design, she had white shoes. I was originally going to give her, like, purple shoes to match her backpack, but I ended up putting purple bows on the shoes because, you know, her shoes are white, right? And I didn't want her backpack to be the only thing that was purple, so I needed to spread the purple throughout the design just so that way it was perfect, you know? The colors are distributed perfectly. Like, I was going to make the bow purple, but then I saw her socks were yellow, so I'm like, okay, so her bow's going to be yellow, her bows on her shoes are going to be purple, and her backpack's purple, and I just think that I did a really good job distributing the colors and making it look really, really nice. Also, while I'm at it and while I'm thinking about it, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I don't really post that many, like, long videos. I mostly post shorts, so if you don't like my rambling, then there's shorts without me talking, so you're welcome. But if you do like my rambling, I have a bunch of old videos, and you can go check those out if you haven't already. Also, speaking of old videos, someone watched one of my videos in front of me, and
I may or may not have said something that was really embarrassing, and I'm like, oh crap! I was drawing Legolas from Lord of the Rings, and I was talking about, I just think this drawing is super cute. I'm like, yeah, it is a cute drawing. And then I say, I think Legolas is super cute, and I'm like, no! That was a video from last year. I have changed from last year. I don't go on the internet and say, I think this person's cute, right? And so now I'm like, Mary, what were you thinking? Because now this person knows that you thought Legolas was cute. But I don't think he's cute anymore. Like, he's not cute, okay? He's pretty. Right? Legolas isn't cute. If you want a cute character, look at someone who has, like, a really cute personality, like Varian or, you know, other characters. Like, they're cute, right? But he's not cute.
Also, I was gonna go for a blue background for this drawing, but then I went with a pink one, and I faded it out, and I think it looks really shiny and pretty, and I added sparkles. I was gonna draw in the sparkles, but I just decided to use a brush that was a sparkle brush, and yeah, I just think it's really cute. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if Dora as a magical girl works and if this looks good or not, because I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you're new here, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!